Now, Isaiah 8. Isaiah chapter 8. Moreover, the Lord said unto me, Take thee a great roll, and write in it with a man's pen, according to Maher Shalal Habaz. And I took unto me a faithful witness to record, Uriah the priest, and Zechariah the son of Jeberechiah. And I went unto the prophetess, and she conceived, and bare a son. So here, from the last video, you can tell that Isaiah had a son, and there was a prophecy about Isaiah, or about a woman having a son in Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14, which saying, Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son. Well, as you can see, Isaiah already had a son, which was already mentioned in Isaiah chapter 7, verse 3. That was Isaiah's first son. And now we have Isaiah's second son in Isaiah chapter 8, which will come here to see. I went unto the prophetess, and she conceived and bare a son. So, as you can see, it did not say Isaiah went unto a virgin. So, that's not the one that's being talked about as Orthodox Jews like to particularly talk about, saying it already happened. So, just because they're trying to misrepresent or slam down on Matthew and Luke's version of Mary, the virgin, conceiving Yeshua. So, that's exactly what the prophecy is talking about, not about Isaiah's sons. So, as you can tell, Isaiah already had a son before the prophecy was told, and had a son with a prophetess after the prophecy was told, and neither of which were saying about being a virgin. So there you go. So that's the destruction of the Orthodox Jewish opinion, or their interpretation of their misleading view on that prophecy. So again, and I took unto me a faithful witness to record Uriah the priest and Zechariah the son of Jebriel, or Jeberechiah, and when I went into the prophetess, and she conceived and bare a son. Now, that prophetess, it does not say at all she was a virgin. She could have been, could have not been. But if this is Isaiah's wife, then of course she's not a virgin, because she already gave Isaiah a son in the first place. So she conceived and bare a son. Then said the Lord to me, Call his name Maher Shalal Habaz. For before the child shall have knowledge to cry, My father and my mother, the riches of Damascus and the spoil of Samaria shall be taken away before the king of Assyria. Now this is a prophecy of what's going to happen during Isaiah's time. The Lord spake also unto me, saying, Forasmuch as this people refuses the waters of Shiloah, that go softly and rejoice in Rezin and Remaliah's son. Now therefore, behold, the Lord bringeth up upon them the waters of the river, strong and many, even unto the king of Assyria, and all this glory. And he shall come up over his channels and over his banks. And he shall pass through Judah, and he shall overflow and go over, and he shall reach even unto the neck. And stretching out of his wings shall fill the breadth of the land. O Emmanuel. Now, this Emmanuel is just a phrase, meaning again, God with us. Associate yourselves, O ye people, and ye shall be broken in pieces, and give ear, all ye far countries. Gird yourselves, and ye shall be broken in pieces. Gird yourselves, and ye shall be broken in pieces. So this is obviously a curse, because it's saying this 3 times. Ye shall associate yourselves, O ye people, and ye shall be broken in pieces. And give ye ear, all ye of far countries. Gird yourselves, and ye shall be broken in pieces. Gird yourselves, and ye shall be broken in pieces. There's only a couple of places in the Bible where I know it says that, stuff like that. Take counsel together, and it shall come to naught. Speak the word, and it shall not stand, for God is with us. For the Lord spake thus to me with a strong hand, and instructed me that I should not walk in the way of this people, saying, Say ye not a confederacy to all them to whom this people shall say a confederacy, neither fear ye their fear, neither be afraid. Sanctify the Lord of hosts himself, and let him be your fear. Let him be your dread. And he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling and for a rock of offense to both the houses of Israel, and for a gin or a jin, how you pronounce that, and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And many among them shall stumble and fall and be broken and be snared and be taken. Bind up the testimony, seal the law among my disciples. Now, for those who don't know, this is actually a prophecy of the future. So, in what part in the Old Testament are there disciples? Who is it mentioning anything about disciples of Moshe? No, it does not. This is talking about the disciples of Yeshua. So, in here is actually the first prophecy about the disciples of Yeshua, which means God had already foreordained, just like Paul stated, that they are foreordained before the foundation of the earth. So, right here, you can see the first prophecy of that. Bind up the testimony, seal the law among my disciples. What did Yeshua do? He bound the law among his disciples. I will wait upon the Lord that hideth his face from the house of Jacob, and I will look for him. Behold, I and the children whom the Lord hath given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel, from the Lord of hosts, which dwelleth in Mount Zion. And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards that peep, and that mutter, should not a people seek unto their God for the living to the dead? There you go. So for those people who like to commit necromancy and speak to the dead when they're not dead that they're speaking to devils impersonating the dead. There you go. We don't speak to devils that communicate on behalf of the dead. We don't do that. That's necromancy. That's forbidden. Now, there is absolutely nothing wrong with communicating with devils if you're trying to search out why they're there and trying to actually help out the people who actually have trouble with demonic activity, trying to get rid of the demonic activity. Yeshua did exactly that. So Yeshua did it, we can do it. And he gave us the power to do so. And in no way, shape, or form means try to communicate with dead people. That is what's forbidden. But communicating with devils, yes, you should. So again, for this, should not a people seek unto their God for the living to the dead? Seek unto God for everything. And of course, when we're out there devil hunting, of course, Yeshua spoke unto the dead, saying, who are you or whatnot, and asked Legion about them and whatnot, and also asked us, why are you there and whatnot. Of course, do that. You need to figure out why they're even there in the first place. And that's why you ask the devil's questions. But when it comes to inquiring of different things, yes, inquire to God. So, should not the people seek unto their God for the living to the dead? Don't ask the dead. They will not answer. The dead don't speak. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this, it is because there is no light in them. This here will actually apply directly to the Book of Mormon and also the Catechism of the Catholic Church, as well as the Unholy Quran or Unholy Recitation, as well as the Gospel or Ungospel of Barnabas. All those books, or any book out there, period. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, in other words, the Holy Bible, the Holy Scripture, the actual Holy Scripture, if they speak not according to this, it is because there is no light in them. So, if the Quran, the Catechism of the Catholic Church, or even the New World Translation, the Jehovah's Witness Bible, or the Book of Mormon, if they don't speak according to the Holy Scripture, that means it's because there's no light in them. Yeah, you're welcome. So again, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them, and they shall pass through it, hardly, bestead, and hungry. And it shall come to pass, when they shall be hungry, they shall fret themselves, and curse their king and their God, and look upward. And they shall look unto the earth, and behold trouble, and darkness, dimness, and anguish, and they shall be driven to darkness.